Hi, and welcome back to the Fine Heart Tutorials. My name is Jerome Walker, and we're going to talk some more about music theory. In the last video, we started to talk about note values and time signatures, so we're going to get more into that now. Note values are notated by the way that the note looks. There are notes and there are rests, and they each have a wide range of values. They start at whole notes. When you split a whole note in half, you get a half note. You split it in half again, you get quarter notes, and then eighth notes. And there are more, there are 16th and 32nds, but these are the standard ones that you'll see. In the same way, you'll see the rests. So you have a whole rest, a half rest, a quarter rest, and an eighth rest. A whole note has a white note head and no stem, no flag. A half note has a white note head and a stem. A quarter note has a black note head and a stem. And an eighth note has a black note head and a flag. The whole note, the rests look like this. You have a whole rest, a half rest, a quarter rest, and an eighth rest. Within note values, you have dots and ties. A dot will add half of that note's value. So if you have a quarter note with a dot, that means it has the value of a quarter note and an eighth note. If you have a half note with a dot, that means that you have a half note and a quarter note together in one note. A tie can be used to connect two different note values. They can be the same value, so you can have two half notes which are combining to create what would be a whole note, or you can have an eighth note and a quarter note which would combine to create what would be a dotted quarter note. Time signatures are what tell us how long the measures are. A time signature will consist of two numbers, one on top of the other. A standard time signature is 4/4. So the number on the top will tell you how many beats there are in a measure. In this case, there are 4 beats in a measure. The number on the bottom will tell you the note that gets the measure. So since there's a 4 on the bottom, that means that a quarter note, 4 quarter, will get the beat. So in 4/4, you have 4 beats per measure, and the beat that we're talking about is a quarter note, so you'll have 4 quarter notes per measure. A measure in 4/4 will have 4 quarter notes per measure. So that could be something as simple as just 4 quarter notes. Or you could split it up with the different note values. So you could use a whole note, which is 2 quarter notes. You could use 2 eighth notes, which is the equivalent of 1 quarter note, and then just another quarter note, so that we have 4 quarter notes per measure. Dynamics tell you about the volume of the music that you're playing. They start at pianissimo and piano, which are very soft, mezzo piano and mezzo forte, which are in the middle, and then forte and fortissimo, which are very loud. Then you also have crescendos and decrescendos, and these tell you how your volume is changing. A crescendo means that you're gradually getting louder, while a decrescendo means that you're gradually getting softer. All these are tools that help you really interpret the music that you're playing or singing, so that you really know what you're supposed to be doing. Thanks!